Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about mural paintings of Jammu. A walk through Radhey Shyam temple in Jammu, in the northern region of the old city of Jammu. This my topic comes under the theme of heritage preservation and rural communities, rural products, food, crafts, and traditional rural offerings, tools, and techniques to strengthen the heritage-based rural daily activities. Moving on to the same. Uh, According to the history, the Jammu mural painters seem to have been fully acquainted with the tradition of Chitra Lekakshana, that wall painting should be executed on the glossy surface of the lime plastered wall. And if you see this image, the in all suitable internal and external places by depicting auspicious stories and images of deities. These pictures should be painted in different beautiful colors, applying them neither too much or not too less, to meet the requirements of form, sentiments, that is ras, mood, that is bhav, and actions, and these would be variously rewarding for the patrons and the painter. The mural painting in Jammu city was primarily employed to adorn the walls of temples dedicated to Raghunath or Rama and Sita. He had therefore to confine himself to a very narrow range of themes of religious nature. He has, however, presented a variety in details of episode which speaks well of his mastery of the legends and the convention of representing them in sculptures and paintings by blending stray myths with the continuous series of Ram Leela and Krishna Leela paintings. He has successfully created variety. He has also introduced local versions of various Puranic myths, thereby giving his art a cultural sequence and a historical touch. Though the colors preparation and application, special attention was paid towards the preparation of colors, which were very mostly extracted from the vegetables world and minerals, and chemical colors used were well known as pigments. According to the sources, the following colors were used in the mural paintings. Those were mineral colors or organic colors and chemical colors. Coming on to the temple Radhey Shyam temple, also known as Billu Mandir, in Panchtirthi region of Jammu, Old City. This temple is a small shrine dedicated to Sri Krishna and Radha. As you can see, there are two idols in the center. You can see through the door. The temple has an enclosure in the middle of which there is a raised platform, some 3 feet high, 20 feet front, and some 40 feet across. The small chamber in the middle is the usual garbhagriha, housing the deity, and surrounded by a narrow covered and enclosed pradakshina path and a veranda in front, 8 feet by 12 feet in dimension, having small rooms on right and left ends. The veranda and the 3 arched entrances to it are profusely illustrated and decorated, the arches bearing magnificent floral cum geometrical decorative designs. The ceiling is similarly painted with checker cum floral decoration. The 3 walls contain 5 murals, 3 on the front wall of the shrine, which has door in the middle, and 1 each on the left and right hand walls in the narrow surface between the door and the cornice. The other 2 painting panels you will see in the other in the video that I have attached in the last. And the whole length of the circumambulation walls has been divided into vertical panels, obviously meant to receive paintings, but only a couple of rough mural have been done in the front. 2 of the dwarpals, one on each side of the entrance of the garbhagriha, which are artistic value. However, the the 5 paintings in the veranda on popular myths possess an artistic importance. The one to the right of the shrine depicts the Kaliya Daman theme in purely Jammu idiom, a local landscape. The sheet of water, which is the habitat of legendary snake, looks like a hill tank, so common in Jammu hills, fringed by the undulating Jammu hills on one side. Some bushes are scattered here and there, and a big boar or briksha has grown on its bank, a usual sight in Kandi natural water reservoirs. The snake Kaliya here is purely a Jammu conception and has been painted in this style at several other places. It has a small number of hoods emerging out of its huge stem-like head on which the youthful Krishna is showing dancing, making the culmination of the struggle in which his fillet has swung off into the air. The subdued snake, standing erect on his coil, is surrounded by six female snakes, his consorts, three on each side, who have upper bodies in human female form, decked in the entire of girls, emerging out of water on their serpentine coils, offering homage to the divine cowboy and praying for mercy to their lord with folding hands. The anxious situation created by Krishna's daring action has been shown by two gopas and a cow swooning out of fear and two other cows greatly agitated. The whole panel gives the impression of a miniature from which the artist seems to have copied the episode and resembles much with any Kangra composition in its execution. There is an effort to provide depth to the scene, and the sense of distance is evident from farther objects. And coming on to the panel number 2, on the opposite side of the door is a panel of Ram Darbar being held in a pavilion with three archways. Ram, along with Sita, is seated on a throne against Krishna in the central arch opening, whereas three courtiers or royal princes are standing behind them in the third archway. In the first arch opening there are 4 or 5 chiefs, whereas there are some 7 or 8 tribal chiefs scurrying forward under a shamiana outside the pavilion. These are men with faces of donkeys, with faces of monkeys and bears, and one of a horned Rakshasa, probably Vibhishan and the brother of Ravan. They are probably to pay tribute. All the chiefs are wearing crowns. The one at the left end of the audience, a bear-faced noble, is bringing a nariyal. The pavilion building has been painted in the pattern which is quite peculiar to the Nayika and Nayaki paintings of Basoli school. The scene is laid on a raised platform appropriate by a masonry steps of 7 steps, flanked by sham archways, 5 on each side. The drawing of the mansion is somewhat defective, but the portraiture and coloring are a result of good workmanship. Now coming on to the panel number 3, the third panel depicts an open landscape showing desolation, appropriately painted to portray the murder and mutilation of Sahasra Arjun, the Haya chief, by the enraged Parshuram. The latter has piled his thirsty axe and cut off all the 1,000 arms of the Kshatriya king and is shown as holding the several head. The depiction of tree is Basoli-like. The landscape is fine. The desolation of the place and the scared crow far away convey somewhat sanguinary mood. Colors have faded away at places, stealing most of the charm of the panel. So this panel here has got damaged due to certain nails and all stuff sticked around it, and most part of the temple is damaged in such a manner only because of human activities, and but still it is well preserved and well kept, as it is a very old temple. And if we see another panel, that is panel number 4, this panel showcases the royal couple. Showcases a royal personage being approached by a horseman, and the legend in 2 other minor panels is not clear. Basically, the other 2 panels, last 2 panels, it is not clear as such. The panel on the top of the shrine, it depicts the door in the right wall are seen a royal personage being approached by a horseman who has left his horse at some distance. There is nothing special about this panel. The first, if we move on to another panel, this panel depicts Vaman Avatara. The legend in 2 other minor, the panel on the top of the shrine door are shown a royal couple seated on a couch umbrella with the crowned attendants behind them, and an aged grey-haired sadhu or purohit with a bamboo umbrella standing before them. So all these panels are horizontal, enclosed from above by an embellished and cobbled arch. The decorative geometrical cum floral work on these arches and the ceiling and the three arched entrances to the veranda happen to be especially attractive and fine. Colors used in decorative panels are exceptionally bright and contrasting. Moving on to the video that I have recorded on the same temple. As you can see, the main front walls are painted, and it is beautifully painted. Even the arches are also shown. Arches and the columns which are painted, which have been painted with the oil, those are also covered. And here I just thank you so much for watching the video, and please kindly like and share the video on your page and your Instagram wherever possible. And thank you.